Full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again, their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th title.
What a franchise. Come on, join me for a minute, okay? Come back to the 1970s with me. Back to the steel curtain defense. Back to Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Throwing to Lynn Swann and John Stallworth. Franco Harris running the football with Rocky Blyer. That team was something, all right? And that started the path to where we are right here, right now. This team's pretty good, too. And they want their own history. What an accomplishment this would be to win a 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they're back looking for number 2 just 36 short months later.
And we all remember that performance in the win against New England. What a game that was. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback, throwing for 373 yards and becoming the MVP in that game. Remember the Philly special or Philly, depending on how you want to title that play. One of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back, and they're trying to make it another Super Bowl win in their last 4 years.
16-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Johnson on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Tom Brady sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's...
We're scoreless after 1.
3rd and long.
Let's get this. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the screen. Pass.
No, 66.
Watch 98.
Hey, 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's a Mike.
Chubber! I smell fear in that offense.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
Go Bandit!
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
On third down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's a Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's a Mike. Coming, baby.
Hey, both 66. Both 50.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 30 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 20.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Eric Ebert.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get...
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now here's Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Gets around him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was taken down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Goal 50.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there, and it'll move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shadow.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Cut. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
72.
Watch 98 to Mike. Record. Watch 98. Watch 98 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch regular.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joshua Perkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.